Hello and welcome to Hamrok Slays Undead. Today we rolled yesterday. We rolled Plane of Valor, so that's where we're headed off today. I wanted to actually show the one of the easy ways to get to Plane of Valor, and just because I get a lot of questions how to get from place A to B, right? So we are in our guild hall at the moment, and we're gonna just teleport directly there. Via the druid. So if we go here, plains, plane of tranquility, circle of tranquility, it'll teleport us directly to plane of tranquility, which then we just run down the road and we can zone straight into plane of valor. The other way would be plane of knowledge, plane of tranquility, plane of valor, but it is what it is. Hey, good morning, Krez. Good morning, Garrett. How you guys doing today? How are you guys doing today? So today is going to be probably shorter, right? We're going to go to level 60, maybe a little bit into level 60, because I think they're unsynced, if you will, leveling wise. And then I think I'm going to play Smytail. I played it last night and I thought it was very fun, and I'll have to make the level 60 videos for all these guys anyway. So if we get to level, and I plan to do that like over the weekend. I also plan on upgrading to Windows 11 over the weekend, as a stopgap until I can finally find all the new stuff. I'm going to build a new box at the worst possible time in the world to make a new box, but I realized yesterday my CPU is almost 7 years old, so I think it's time to fix that so we can get a little bit more speed when we're doing stuff. So we're gonna do some of that there. Let's see here, Krez, getting ready to lurk mode while working. Been loving this group. You have going. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I am definitely having fun with these guys. I like starting new characters, so I do it quite a bit. So definitely. I'm trying to think of what is next. I might do this character here, personas. He's got a 109 Shadow Knight, and I'm thinking about maybe doing that or a warrior on that character, and getting a tank up on that character so I can put a DPS character on this one. So that might be what we do next, but I'm not gonna do six characters. Once I got mages and wizards and all these guys, I don't need to keep going. There's no other boxes that I would want for those anyway. So we'll probably do something like that just in the future, because I like leveling. But it's gonna be a while before these guys are 130. All right. And plane of valor. We're just gonna click the stone here. It looks like a hand. It looks like a hand, I think. All right. And then that one. And that one. I'm gonna get I think it was a Ryzen 9. I think that's what it was. It was like a 9000 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe it was a Ryzen 11. I can't remember, but it's like the best AMD Ryzen that you can get that's not a Threadripper. It's kind of where I was going with that. I just like the last thing I was looking for was a motherboard that could support it and support 128 gigs of RAM, and I was having issues on PC Part Picker finding one, so that is going to be my my goal, so I can try to have something that's going to last another 5, 6, 7 years. But another thing that came up was the RAM was going to be more than a video card. So it's kind of annoying, but oh geez, what did I do? All right, I didn't even know there was mobs here. Oh my gosh. All right, that's not gonna happen. Oh, that's the wrong character. All right, let's redo that. We might be able to handle this, but I did not expect to run into a bunch of mobs there. Let's go back and Should secure that, and do that again. Hey, Painted Dragon, how you doing, man? I was really hoping to switch 100% to Linux, but in all my testing and all my attempts to get some kind of key repeating multi-boxing working in Linux, I have failed. Short of building my own program to send things, but yeah, it is definitely going to be the my goal is to hopefully put enough requests in the ISBoxer that they build the Linux version or something. Hey, good morning, Kale. How are you doing? All right, let's see if we can get over to this other side without aggroing all the undead again. I'm trying to avoid those ones because there's just not enough. And there's more over here on this side of the zone, the better side. So get open here. Excellent. These guys aren't gonna attack. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've been here. I think this is part of the quest line, so you have to like not kill those guys. All right, what are these calling over here? Oh, those are red. Those are levels. Oh wait, no, that's not it. I can't target that thing. All right. Oh, not bad, Matt. Saw you pop into guild chat. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't looked at guild chat. Let's see what I miss. Yeah, someone's boxing. Added a fourth. Yeah, guild chat is popping lately. Like there's a lot of names I haven't recognized, so definitely a lot of people on now. So that's definitely good. And it's fantastic. All right, are we down here yet? Now I like to go right over here. All right, so these are level 62. This might be a little rougher than I thought. But right here, this is I used to camp back here back when Plains of Power was like relevant. Like this was a spot. You know, get all your friends and come like right over here. Can we get one? I would love one. Thank you. Let's see how this goes here. And all right, do we need to slow these things? Might be worth slowing. Let's see here. I play Mardukah. I started a new group to get a druid with a warrior. Shaman isn't bad, but you miss porting around. Yeah. Yeah, porting is really fun when you're low level, right? Like eventually it gets to a point where there's like one port, but it's so much a time saving event, right? It's definitely worth having a druid or a wizard in your group. Try to get them all mounted up real quick. Who isn't mounted? Oxel isn't mounted. Turn him this way. I feel like he's gonna be the only one who's gonna take damage here. Fortunately, that's when the truth spells get fun. Yeah, yeah. I haven't been having too much issue with like what I'm doing so far at this level, but I have a 125 druid, and I kind of know where I'm going. Right, like a lot of these classes I already have high levels, so like I kind of know where I'm going with some of this, so it makes it a little bit easier. Like I'm gonna try to focus just on healing with the druid, so mana is not a problem, but you never know. We might be able to get to the paladin to the point with what I've learned from leveling, you know, 2 warriors, a shadow knight, and another paladin. I might have some more ideas on how I can get more DPS out of the other characters by putting more defensive ability on the paladin. And on top of that, I already have all my 130 Augs, so I won't be at too much of a disadvantage like all my other paladins, where they get to max level and they don't have any augs. So it's definitely gonna be fun. I didn't even look at how much experience we're getting for these things. They're dying fast enough that I'm not too concerned. But 2.4 feels way less than the 3.8 we were getting yesterday. So definitely that is disappointing. But these are much easier to kill, so like I'm not even thinking about it here. So, and I forgot to load my log parser, but I'm sure the DPS is exactly the same. Yeah, it just takes time to level. That's all it is. It's just, and like the first time you do it, it's the slowest. Like my first group, oh my gosh, my first group was Shadow Knight, Cleric, Shaman, Mage, Druid, and God, what was the other class? There was something else. I'd have to really think about it. And oh my gosh, I had so many problems in that group. Oh my gosh. I tried doing TBM at relevant levels. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to do. God, what was my sixth class? Bard. I had a Bard also, yeah. Bard, Druid, Shaman, Cleric, Mage, Shadow Knight. I think that was it. Oh my gosh, that was probably the most painful group I'd ever done. And why was that painful? No DPS. Absolutely no DPS. Like I had to pretty much chain heal with the Shaman, the Cleric, and the Druid just to be able to not die. And this was before I started using the multi-bind way of doing things. So every button press was like a macro. So it was like a, you know, five step click, right, on each one of those. And I had each character bound to a different thing. So I'd hit like one, I'd just like, you know, be like 1 for the Shadow Knight, 2 for the Druid. It was so bad. And I got really frustrated with playing that way for a very long time. Then I realized I needed more DPS. And so I started trying to figure out ways to do that, but I could never heal enough. I could never heal enough to stay alive, and it was bad. But here we are today, still alive and still going, and playing 3 DPS with 1 healer. But man, that was rough. No, this is not RuneScape. This is Everquest, the greatest MMO of all time. Though I have not played RuneScape, so I hear good things about it though. But I have no idea how it actually works. I played the Melvor Idol game that's, I guess, based on it on my phone. And I almost played RuneScape, but never got to it. Let's see here. One thing I'm thinking about doing is swapping the Bard out with my Mage and leveling an Enchanter on my 4th boxes for CC. I mean, that's viable. I was thinking it was Fossil yesterday. He runs a Bard and an Enchanter, and he's getting like 20-something million DPS with his 6-box group. Pretty crazy. Kale, yeah, Dragon Wilds is fun. I was gonna start making videos on it, but I was waiting for it to get another update. I love that game. It's pretty fun. It's definitely kind of like one of those. I can't remember the other survival game it felt like, but it was fun. I played Hightail yesterday, and once we hit 60, we're gonna be playing Hytale again. It's gonna that the game is. I had so much fun playing that game, and then I bought it for my kid, and then he started playing it, and then it was just, you know, something different. So yeah, Enshrouded. Yeah, Dragon Wilds felt like Enshrouded to me. Yeah, six boxing is an acquired taste, I would say. I do it because I hate mercenaries so much. Yeah, yeah, the Bard Epic is a lot of work. See, the RuneScape question came from GON3302 on YouTube. You've played some Sumdura. You played RuneScape for 20 years. How would you recommend it to a new player? And what would be the best way to try that to get into it? I noticed there was like different versions last time I tried. I didn't even know what version to try to play. So it'd be interesting to know. Yeah, this was released back in 1999. Back in the good old days, as they say. And definitely, you know, you know, compared to like newer games, it does you know, show its age in certain spots, but at the same time, a lot of the foundational MMOs that exist today, you know, they took a lot from this game. So definitely, it's you were 2 years old when it was released. Oh my. Yeah, maybe your parents played it. Debating dropping my healer merc for a 6th box. That is like the situation I get into. I start with 3 sometimes, and then I realize I'm not doing enough damage because the mercs don't do enough damage after like level 70. And then I add some DPS, and then all I got left is the healer merc, and then I'm like, I don't need the healer merc anymore. Let's add another DPS. But you know, it's definitely crazy. See here, can't wait for Monsters and Memories for a true reset. See here, I was 7 when Everquest was released. I found my way playing it in 2001. Nice. Yeah, I tried one of the early access versions of Monsters and Memories, but I didn't get very far. It seemed like it had promise, but it was so early in the game. I don't like spending my time on like these kind of MMOs that, you know, I know I'm gonna lose my progress, right? I wanna be able to make a character and I know it's gonna be there for 20 years, right? I don't know, weird, I guess, but it's hard for me to go like play Pantheon if I know they're gonna delete all the progress, right? It's hard to know if it's hard to go play, I don't know, Ashes of Creation if I know they're gonna delete all everything before release, right? It's just like why bother, you know? I mean, I don't like being spoiled. I don't like going through through it, you know, without. I kind of like going through things blind, right? Usually is what I do, and that's what kind of makes it a little fun. Yeah, I mean, you do get some of that, you know, that early information, but for me, I like finding it, you know, just organically learning how to get places and stuff like that. I don't know. You know, I played this game when it came out, and there was, I mean, back then, the only way there was no in-game maps, right? It was, you know, some dude on EQAtlas.com drawing colored pencil maps of the world and stuff, so you had to like memorize the world before there was a map and stuff like that. And so, you know, I kind of like that older thing, you know, but I like the conveniences that some of the, you know, some other things provide. So it's It's a slippery slope, I suppose. All right. Yeah, it's definitely definitely crazy. Let me see here. Nightbot. What are you doing, Nightbot? Oh, Nightbot doesn't like links. Let me see what this is. Copy. Paste. Whoa, what the hell? That's not even what I copied and pasted. Come on. I can't even copy and paste it. Oh my god. Alright, never mind. Oh my gosh. And I lost chat. What a stupid thing. Alright, how can I get chat back? I don't know how to get chat back. Oh, there we go, chat. I have no idea where that window went. All right, well, hold on. I can't see chat anymore. Because for some reason when I clicked that link, it opened it up in the chat window and not in a new browser. Wherever the hell that window went. All right. Give me 1 second here while I figure out my way through this nonsense. How does this app do not have... Like, this makes no sense. Why it has no way to bring back the chat window. It has its own custom chat window that does both Twitch and YouTube. Can I get... Okay, this is an activity window. One second. This is just driving me insane. All right. There it is. There's two things called chat. Oh gosh. All right. Let's see if that thing actually reloads. It's not reloading. All right. Well, we'll go back to normal reading them via the websites then, I guess. All right. I think I have to restart OBS for that to reload correctly. All right, your profile is on the screen. Not sure what that even means. And we'll go back there. All right. Let's keep going up here. Should be a mop right over this way. Oh, crowdsourced map. Yeah, so that's how it used to be in old school Everquest. It was you know, some guy making maps with water or colored pencils and stuff, so it was pretty interesting. Hey, Morning Tick, how you doing, man? How are you doing today? If anything, that would us get more mana. So move that over. Alright, what is this? Broken Carpos. It's gonna be cash loot, right? Yeah, this is Plane of Valor, Planes of Power. This is the random zone we got last stream. And so we're doing that. Hopefully, so we're like almost 59, right? If I can actually get input here. So we're almost 59. I'm going to 60 today. And then over the weekend, I am going to get the level 60 videos. And then hopefully I can finish the 130 videos too. And we can close the chapter on those 130 characters. I think I need to make the mission videos for the missions I've done, and I'll get those out there too. But you know, we're gonna probably just be doing these guys full time for the foreseeable future. So, and then we're gonna pop back on FV. We're going to do some leveling on our level 70 Shadow Knight over there. See if we can get him up to 75. We're gonna try to get Dranic Loyalist faction as we're doing it, so we can actually make our raid gear, our Omens of War raid gear, so we can do that. Let's see here. What was 90s gaming like? Magical, I assume. Oh, it was different. I mean, like there was this, you know, like me and my friend, we would find games on like bulletin board systems, right? You had to like dial up to them and stuff, and play, you know, just random games we found. It was definitely a lot different than today, where it was, you know, it's so easy to get a game. You can go to Steam, you can go to itch, you can just, you know, download a game. Or it was a lot more work back then to get a game. It took longer to download things off of those bulletin boards. You had to go to like stores and buy whatever game was published and stuff like that. It was definitely different. I remember my friend had this game called MiG-29, and it was like a flight sim for fighting. It was so fun. It was just like the coolest style. You know, you had joysticks back then that were not controllers, but like literal, you know, stick joysticks and stuff. It was definitely a different time than now. But my friend told me about this game called Ultima Online, and well, at the time, like, you know, multiplayer games, like the most we'd played was like, you know, Doom, and I think it was there was this, I think it was called Deadlock, I think is what it was. It was like a turn-based, God, I don't even know what it was. It was City Builder? No, it was a turn-based RTS, right? I think that's what it was. We'd play that over modem. We'd play Warcraft 1 over the modem. What was the other game we'd play? I think maybe StarCraft. I can't remember if that was the right time or not, but things like that was crazy. Let's see here. Beta for Everquest was a couple hundred megs download, and they didn't pick you for beta if you had dial-up. Oh my. Oh yeah. Corpor. Yeah. The vast Corpor for the big purple elemental thing, you know. Oh man. That was the time, man. That was the time. I played so much Ultima Online, like it went downhill after a certain point when they got rid of like murdering and stuff like that, but it was definitely peak gaming right there. Let's see here. I remember getting Game Planes of Power from Virgin Megastore, and the activation codes had been used. Man, I was so pissed. Everquest UQ was hard to get a hold of around discs at the time. Man, that's crazy. You know, sometimes I'm always curious how it is in like other countries, how hard it would have been to do things. Because like the servers are here, right? So you're already fighting with, you know, some major latency just to play these games. So it's interesting. Chaos Wars. I don't remember Chaos Wars, but I'm, you know, I just went around. We had this friend. I don't know. I only knew him in game. His name was literally Ho Chi Minh. We were on this server called Great Lakes, and all we did was go around killing people and taking all their stuff. It was just like the most hilarious thing in the world. And and that was a full loot game, right? Like you kill somebody, you can loot every single thing they have on them. Definitely crazy. Let's see here. Morning, Zinther. How you doing? Real life friend of mine was playing Ultima Online when I started EQ. He wouldn't tell me. He would tell me about the open world PvP, and it reminded me of the MUD I played before EQ. Nice. Yeah, the open world PvP was definitely crazy. Yeah, Great Lakes was a crazy server. Come on. There we go. Hey Grix, how you doing? The grinding is going good. So I don't have my chats merged right now. Something broke it. So if I miss a chat, I'm sorry. I'm trying to look at both different windows. Yeah. So Ultima Online had the ruin of the vanquishing, +5 damage kind of thing. That was how they did their weapons, and that was kind of crazy because that's exactly pretty much how Diablo did it. A little bit later, right? They started adding those prefixes and postfixes to all the weapons and stuff, and it's definitely a time, right? Like Diablo 1 was crazy back then too. Back before the all in-app purchases. Crafting was awesome in in Ultima Online, you lost all your loot if you died, right? And it was, it's not permadeath, but you lose all your loot because someone's gonna loot it and your body's just sitting there. It's gonna rot after, I think it was like an hour or two, right? So if someone didn't loot it, it was gone. So you had to the crafting had to be decent to be able to craft new stuff, right? And I kind of like the system where, things were not overly expensive, but you had a player economy that was, much healthier than a lot of the current MMOs, right? Where the gear's constantly going through churn, right? You're having to, make new gear, mine new materials, kill new animals to get leather, and so on and so on. Yeah, 10-minute decay, that's it. It was quick. And you had to be quick to loot the body before somebody cut it up, right? Because you could cut it up and turn it into body parts, and then you got this I can't remember if the rib cage was in the original. You had to loot from the rib cage, or it was everything just went on the ground, you had to pick it up. Can't remember 100% how that worked, but definitely a different experience. Probably a game like that wouldn't do very well today. The way the world is, I don't think that would do very well. Yeah, the player economy was great. Like in the then there was a whole housing system, right? Right, where you could place a house, and you could place a vendor, and you could sell your stuff that you crafted and stuff like that. And oh man, that was. And you could sit outside of people's houses because they had a stealth skill that you could like literally be hidden, and you could like sit outside their houses, and then right as they're like trying to unlock the door, because it was like literal keys, right? And you could kill them right as they're unlocking their door after they check their vendor, and just all kinds of stuff. Oh man, that game. Oh, that game was fun. Let's see here, Star Wars Galaxy was the best game for crafting and selling. I unfortunately never got to play that. I heard a lot of good things about it, but I never played it. Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody that played those games played them, and then they, you know, grew up, and they don't have, I don't know, 12 hours a day to get 10% experience. Because I think that's literally what I remember is 12 hours of my day. You know, this is like high school, right? I got nothing else to do. I didn't care about school. It's the dumbest thing in the world. And all I did was play Everquest until I passed out. Or Ultima Online until I passed out, or what, Diablo. Let's see here. I love me some Dark Souls. I still regret not finishing Elden Ring. Where should be spiders here? Where are they at? Should respawn by now. Let's see here. Can we get this one? Still haven't leveled, have we? I'm just trying to think here. It's been a while we haven't leveled. I think the experience would have been better in Barandu, for sure. But definitely this is an option. But there we go. Polly, what are some examples of the hard games these days? I'm so terrible at Elden Ring, Garrett, that it would be it would probably be comical, honestly. I don't know. I died pretty much a lot, I think. I can't remember how far I got. I was making videos, and I was trying to make guide videos at the same time as a new thing for the channel, and that just got overwhelming pretty quick. But those videos got some actual good, decent views for how small the channel was, and it still is, honestly. Let's see here. I don't think old school difficulty in EverQuest compares to Dark Souls. Definitely don't have the mechanics to worry about. It make you feel better. Oh, maybe. All right. Looks like one of my characters hit 59. This mage that seems to have some kind of magical leveling thing here. So she got turn summon. I just noticed that. So let's grab turn summon. This is a summon only. Oh, there we go. We dinged again. All right, 59. This is the magical level of all levels for a paladin. We get, you know, massive group buff, quick buff, divine stun, right? So we get divine stun. So let's put that on our bar. That is our new right there. So it'll stun a level 70 or lower mob. Boom, pop that right there. Then we get slay undead. Slay undead. Look at this thing. It's not that great right now, but 2.4% chance to do a 1700% extra damage to undead and vampires. Improved bash allows us to two-handed bash. Fear resistance makes us immune to fear. And mental clarity gives us more mana regen, more stats, more regen. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna stay here. I don't feel like moving yet, but from this point on, when we get random zones, they're only gonna be undead, and we'll be able to do that. We're gonna switch to two-hander as soon as we get one. What's this? I think I sold that Chardock two-hander I got. I think I sold it to a vendor. So we will, as soon as we get another two-hander, maybe I'll just buy one real quick. Let me see. Trick hit. There isn't even one for sale. Spiked Warhammer. There's a two-handed blunt one. Yeah, we'll go ahead and buy. What is the cheapest one here? I'm too cheap. Partisans Bear. We'll buy this for later. And if we get it, we'll get it. If we don't get one. But we're going to switch to two-hander from this point on so we do more damage. And we still can bash. All right. Come on. Oh, there's a mob right there. All right, so we're gonna get to level 60 is my goal right now. And we got a bunch of vendor loot. All right, perfect. Now, as everybody else levels, they should get more of that extra damage. I think that's what she got here, right? Conjurer's efficiency, elemental form. Oh, snap, a dapple do. All right, elemental form. Let's go ahead and grab that, put that right there. She's not gonna be able to click it with a mount. There we go. We have elemental form now. Conveniently, it didn't turn us into an elemental. All right, I'm like spamming 5 while I'm trying to do something on the other character, right? It's like painful. All right, mass group buff, quick damage, so she can nuke faster. Conjurer's efficiency, call a hero, so she has AA call a hero now. Right here, which still takes a pearl, but worth having nonetheless, because you can do 2 of them. Companion of necessity. All right, let's throw that in our bar. I think I keep that in my multi-bind at all times anyway. And host elements is 63. All right. Combat, companion's fury, quick damage 4. All right, so you're good. So she's gonna do a little bit more damage. There we go. 400 AAs, nice. All right. right. Let's see here. Let's mark those as never. I think, who's next here? Someone else is gonna level, I think, on this one. Holdridge, alright, perfect. So we can grab him. Let's do his real quick. So elemental form's worth casting because it makes us generate more mana quicker, so. Where's, there we go, get rid of water form. I should have blocked it, but it'll be fine. And turn summoned. Turned summoned. That right there, and then what was the other one? Companion of Necessity. Excellent. All right. Quick little changes now saves us time later on. All right, let's get him from behind. Oh, where'd this guy come from? Excellent. Perfect. All right. So this is going to go pretty well. What are we at here? 6%. And we should get the wizard, I think, next. She should... Oh, no. It was the druid. Perfect. All right. So the druid got dire charm now. And we're probably going to be making use of that when we can. Let's go ahead and put that on our bar right here. That'll give us a permanent charm pet. But it has to be level 46 or lower. Yeah, so... And then if it's higher than 46, it will give us a 6-minute permanent stun for... I don't know how long. 6 minutes for a 1 hour reuse. Jeez, that's terrible. Let's see here. We got quick evacuation. We got Exodus. Oh, that's perfect. Let's put that on our bar real quick. Right here. This makes evacing a whole lot easier. A whole lot easier. Quick damage, quick buff, blah, blah, blah. Innate camo is going to be our standard invis. Let's just put that right there for right now. And that's that. So when we go to different zones, we'll try to get an animal. I think the only one that we can get an animal in is next zone after this. What is it called? Halls of Honor. I think there's an animal in there, but trying to remember. We got 2 on us. Damn it. All right. What level are these things here? 62. All right, we can't mess these. We got to go all in. Get stunned. Get stunned. There we go. We should be able to hold aggro on that one. Swap to you. We'll just switch aggro back and forth as we lose it, I guess. Not much we can do about that. At this point, we don't really have any real major aggro abilities. There we go, that one's dead. The jolt aggro is just not there yet. I am playing on Drenell. Their RC Mag 13. Alright. Bring this guy over here. Let's hide these corpses since they're not disappearing. Alright, that looks good. Crystalline spider heart, don't need. Alright, we should be able to get it some more mobs right over here. Perfect. I say perfect, we might get another ad. Oh, it looks like Keka leveled up, so we'll fix her in just a second. I don't know if she has actually anything new. Let's take a look. Abscond, mana burn. Oh, improve familiar. All right, so wizard got some nice things here. All right, let's grab that. Improve familiar. Exodus. Put that like right there. Quick evac, blah blah blah. Next escape, blah blah blah. Mana burn. Mana burn is fantastic. Let's grab that and put it right there. Let's do improve familiar, see what happens. I might have to like get rid of my current familiar. Nope. Did not have to get rid of current familiar. All right, perfect. So improve familiar gives us crit chance. Let's see here. The casting level of your spells by 9. I don't know what that actually means. Disease, fire, and magic, poison resist, magic or mana regen, max mana. Very nice. And allows us to CC and Viz. So nice. Definitely a nice little upgrade there. And plus with Exodus, now we don't have to worry about casting the 6-second evac cast time, so that might prevent death if I'm a little bit more willing to push it versus trying to fight things. There we go. We can micro these none. Now we're going to be doing planes of power progression, I think, with these characters here. Probably at like level 75 or 80. Trying to think of what the best time to do that would be. Maybe 85, so we can do all the raids and stuff. Next patch is adding achievements for all the planes of power stuff. So I think it's like just like a perfect time to do it. It'll also give us access to, once we finish it all, part of the Artisan's Prize, which is a trade skill augment that is it's like 3,000 hit points, 150 all stats. So we're going to be working towards that at some point. And definitely gonna get through that, right? So it's gonna require full planes of power progression complete It's gonna require, oh god, what else? So much other stuff. All like the, I think Serpent Spine, like there's another quest somewhere in there. There's a whole bunch of little sub trade skill quests we have to do. So we'll do all that over the next little bit. And all right, Voxel hit 59. Perfect. What do you get at 59 Voxel? Permanent Illusion. Oh my god, like nothing. Dire Charm, Quick Buff, and Permanent Illusion. Well, you gather mana, which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But, I'm not able to burn my mana fast enough. So, where's Dire Charm? Let's grab Dire Charm. Now, this lets us permanently charm a level 49 creature. Or level 46 or lower creature, not 49. Gather mana, gives us back 10,000 mana. And that's about it. That's all I see. So, a little unfortunate for the enchanter there, but I don't think, I'm trying to think what would be better, the Dire Charm pet or the animation. The only benefit to the Dire Charm pet is that I would be able to control it at this level without having the AAs that we get at like 60 something. So might be beneficial if we can find a mob in whatever zone we're in to do that. But I think Cryptid Decay is the only thing with Undead, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not even as much Undead as you would expect. So I think Planes of Power might be kaput after this. I'd have to look at what it's going to random us into. But Runes of Elysian is level 70, and I got to update my random generator to not do that anymore. Because it's a little painful, but I don't know if you can see it behind me, but I'm switching from my MacBook to a new framework laptop where I do all my dev work, and I'm still in the process of getting that all set up. But we're running Arch Linux, by the way, so it's pretty good. It's gonna be fun. I'm enjoying it, and it's like a faster CPU than my desktop. And I tried getting Everquest going, and I'm almost there, but I can't multi-box with it. So definitely interesting. I would love to be able to multi-box in Linux. I would 100% donate to the cause that makes that happen. Are those custom hotbars you have on your top row above your chat box? They're just standard hotbars. I have them set there. Typically, I use these for. If you look at my Warrior UI, it's a little bit more, makes more sense. But these are usually just like things I click, and these are usually like buffs and stuff I can click. Like all these yellow ones are just little macros to cast spells, so I don't have to like think about it. And all my characters have like the same UI, so it's just like the same setup on each of them. But it's the standard Daybreak Everquest UI. There's nothing custom in the UI at all. They're just normal buttons, but the button size is 150, so I can actually read the text, because I'm starting to lose my eyesight, and I have glasses. I don't know where they're at for some things, but they hurt my eyes on the computer for long periods of time. So I'm not quite at the need glasses all the time. I'm at the I can't see things far away sometimes, and I can't see little text. So but I had LASIK like 20 years ago, and it's starting to wear off in the worst possible way you could imagine. Night driving is like impossible for me at this point. I have in my for every 5 levels on all my characters, I do a video for each of them, talking about how I have them all set up and all the buttons laid out. In my heroic 100 videos, it's a different UI, but I talk about why I have certain things set up a certain way. But I don't really talk about like how I have things laid out, right? It's just more or less I start with the blank UI. I copy some UI from some character or something like that sometimes, and then it just, however it morphs, right? The only thing that's really important to me is like the multi-bind bars and stuff like that. But I've been trying to reduce the amount of buttons that are on the screen. Like if you look at my warrior, he's got three hotboxes here that I turned off because they were empty, and this one over here. The red one is usually where I put the burns so I can see if they're up or not. And that's the only reason that like that hotbar exists, is so I can see when whatever burn I put over there is up or down. And then I kind of do that across all the characters, just so they have things in familiar places. Like if I go to my enchanter, right, he's got buffs right there. If I go to the mage, buffs right there, right? So it's just, when I switch screens, I don't have to reevaluate what is going on the screen, and generally they have everything that's the same in the same spots, and it just saves me a little time. And then when you use like the IS box or broadcast mode, where the mouse is in every single window at the same time, you can kind of click the same things. But I don't really use it that much. It's a little one. It's more annoying than it helps most of the time, because if they're not in the exact same pixel location, it doesn't really work as well. But that's, if you have any questions on why certain things are a certain place, just let me know. And I'm like an open book when it comes to answering questions. I just want to make things easier for people to play. I think we're at, what, 6 years, maybe 7 years since Agnar? I don't know. And Agnar is when I came back to playing Everquest from other games. And everything is building upon from when I started that, right? Like everything I've had to relearn and things like that. So it's definitely there's a lot of information. My first group, obviously I was talking about earlier, sucked so bad that I almost didn't continue playing. And I was true boxing that group, like literal 6 computers, which made it even worse. But the cool thing about true boxing is you can you can hit like all the buttons, right? And so you can have all the little macros and stuff trigger off and stuff. So that made it easier than alt tabbing for sure. But Agnar was a true box server, so you couldn't alt tab. But I'm not a fan of true boxing. It's just too expensive. Too expensive to do right. And I tore down my true box setup. Also in the fact that I can hit, like, if you have keyboards for every computer and you hit it fast enough, you can true box yourself, is what I call it, where it immediately kicks you off the server for doing too many things at the same time. And it's just the absolutely most frustrating thing when you're playing by the rules, doing everything within the bounds of the game, and me, manually hitting keys on a keyboard fast enough kicks me out of the server. It's just so, just absolute insanity. Oh yeah, yeah. I posted a pic sometime on Discord. Yeah. Um, I don't even think I posted the one where I had the laptops over on this side, and then I had laptops over on this side, and then I had, I think, 6 monitors in front of me with the 6 mini computers. Can't remember what server it was. Either Oakland or Yellowknack. I go too hard. I go too hard, and it is definitely an addiction. You got that many things going at once. I had to buy, like, my AC went out for like a, I don't know, it was like a week and a half. I think it was out because they had to order a new whole new AC unit, and they didn't have one in stock. And getting a guy to come out and fix it all at the same time was like a week, right? So I went down to Lowe's. I bought like a portable AC. I like put it over there. I couldn't stream, but I was playing. It was insane. I know, it's just like you do what you got to do to play the game. Oh yeah, no, I was in Texas. It was bad. It was bad. I was almost like I don't have a gaming laptop, but I almost bought one just so I could go play in a different room. And because I typically go with MacBooks. I've had them since college, and it's just, they've always been pretty good. It's just I'm not really into the new one, and I decided to go with Framework. So it's it's a whole different thing there. But I've never had a gaming laptop, so I couldn't go to another room and play the game. It was frustrating. This room was so hot. The way, like, it sounds retarded, but the way this house was made was like extensions upon an original house, and so each section of this house has its own AC unit, right? And it, hindsight is 2020, but had I known a lot of what I know now about this house, I probably would not have bought in this house. But it's like it's got 5 AC units, and they're all different ages, and it's like the most expensive thing in the world to deal with these things. And they're all different ages, and when they go out, and it's just absolute nonsense. It wastes so much electricity because it would be more efficient to have larger unit. They can service like two or three of the sections that one of these things service. It's just, it's terrible. So when I first bought this house, the electric bill was $1,500 for the first 3 months, like each month, and I've gotten it down to $300 in the normal times. In the peak summer, it's like $500, and there's still optimization to do. But it's been an absolute nightmare. I would have not bought this house if I knew what I knew today. It is like just been issue after issue after issue. Like there's that movie Money Pit, right? Like, yeah, that's what this house is. So it is it's just been frustrating. Well, I talk highly of Warriors, right? I love Warrior, right? I've played it twice now, maybe 3 times to 120 plus. Actually, I can't remember, and it's fun. Definitely, it's very fun. But Shadow Knight is just as good. So it just depends on what you like and how you want to play it. So you can definitely do either. And I would recommend just take your Shadow Knight, turn it into a Persona to a Warrior, and see if you like it. I mean, you're going to, you're going to find things about the Warrior you might not like, right? and there's things about the Shadow Knight you might not like. Now, there's, you know, there are obviously different classes, and the Warrior is more passive mitigation, and the Shadow Knight is more active mitigation, right? You literally need to be spamming life taps and other things at all times to keep the Shadow Knight alive. The Warrior, you can turn on auto attack and, you know, go get a sandwich, and you're probably going to be alive when you come back, in all honesty. Unless you're fighting in spite, and then you're going to die, like, almost instantly, even with 1,000,000 hit points, but that's a different thing. Okay, well, that's pretty good for how your house is set up. Highest mine has been is 750 in Florida. Oh, God. Jeez. Yeah, like it was bad. I had to replace windows because they were these single pane aluminum windows that were just totally inefficient. And, you know, you could like almost feel the outside from inside. Yeah, it was just absolutely terrible. And we started replacing all the windows and replacing AC units and getting more efficient things there. I really want to get like my neighbor, he has like a solar array. Like I kid you not, he has like a solar array in his front yard. Like I want one of those, but I'd have to go back to work to pay for it. And that would eliminate the electric bill, I think, completely. But you know, take more of an investment than probably what it's worth at this point. But definitely, I still see optimization I can do in stuff, and like I have I switched to all of, like, the smart thermostats, so I have like timers on everything that reset daily. So if like somebody changes the temperature, you know, too hot or too cold, right, it resets itself automatically, so I don't have to, you know, I don't have to worry about going around and setting 5 different thermostats, you know. But that's one of the ways I've been able to optimize it. Like, I make my kids' rooms hotter when they're not home. Like, it's you know, things like that. Like, I don't go to the kitchen during the day. Like, my wife used to go work somewhere, and so she was gone most of the time. So all the places she would go to during the day, it would you know, turn off the AC. But and then at about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I start ramping it up. I have like this, it goes from like, say, 78 to 76, you know, over the course of an hour until it's, you know, at the temperature. But now she works at home, so it's a little bit different. And I got some motion sensors on some of the AC things that they turn on when you walk into the room. Like, say, my office has one that's pointed at the door, so as soon as I walk in the morning, if it's too hot, it automatically turns on and starts cooling down and stuff like that. So, you know, things like that are really good on optimization for me. But I think solar is the only way I could probably make it more efficient at this point. And maybe more efficient windows on other windows I haven't replaced. But yeah, Garrett, you know, if you like the Warrior, you're gonna like the Warrior. If you like the Shadow Knight, you're gonna like the Shadow Knight. It just depends. The Shadow Knight does have the ability to do a lot more life tapping clickies, so you're gonna get some benefit there if you go through and do like the Omens of War breastplate, the Shadow Knight Epic 2.0, and stuff like that. You're gonna be able to use those. Shadow Knight can solo better, I would say, than a Warrior, because of all the life taps. So if you don't want to play all your characters one day, you just want to play one, you can definitely go solo with a Shadow Knight. I had issues where my Merc couldn't keep my Warrior alive in some current content, but I think I fixed most of that, but it was touch and go sometimes. And I know I had issues with the 125 Shadow Knight being able to stay alive with just a Merc, but again, that was more a gear problem, and I kind of fixed that by putting full raid gear on my Shadow Knight. So definitely, it just depends. But I'm going to be leveling my Shadow Knight to 130 here pretty soon, so it'll be we can, you can see what a 131 is with my other characters at some point. If you decide to go warrior and then you give up your Shadow Knight, it just depends. I'm 5 boxing. I was just hoping an SK would get more tanky once he gets Augs. Yeah, mine in full raid gear from Night of Shadows at 125 is still ping pongy. But I don't think I have all of the I don't have all the Augs that my warrior does. My Drenell warrior has, I think, every single 125 and 130 AUG you can get for tanking. I really went out of the way to focus on those, and so that helps. I don't think my FV guy has the same level of AUGs, so it just depends there. Another thing that is, something that you should do is, like, if you go into your tribute, like, I don't have it set up, but if you go into your tribute Alt-U, make sure you have the AC one enabled, you have the Dex one enabled, probably the Flurry one and the Attack one also. You're probably going to want all those enabled, maybe the Agility one too as a Shadow Knight. Along with, you want the trophies and stuff that add more heroic stats. It's something like it took me a long time to realize is the Type 5 bogs are so important, right? Type 5 bogs. Let me see here. Let me pull up an item here. I have so much crap. Yeah, here we go. This is like the warrior breastplate from Shattering a Row, right? You want the whatever AUG you can get, right? Because look how much stamina that adds. 36 stamina, 118 agility, right? Now as a Shadow Knight, you're gonna want Dex AUGs instead. Like here, 145 AC on this AUG here, and then more stamina, more Dex there, and all kinds of stats, right? So like you just want to max that AC out as much as you possibly can. Yeah, heroic dexterity for the Shadow Knight would be what I would go for. You could probably do heroic dexterity on the warrior also and be fine. Blarp recommended agility for my warrior, and he does his as like raids and stuff, so I kind of went with that. I was hoping to do like open raids with the warrior, but they changed it to Sundays, so I won't be able to do that. I think it does. That's a good idea. I mean, if a life tap is considered a healing spell, the plus healing would affect it. Yeah. Why is there no mobs? Do I gotta go further? I mean, it's just like casually doing this here, and we're out of mobs. Let's see here. There's one. All right, let's get that one back. So I think it would increase the life tap. Life tap one, and then the damage portion would not get increased. So I believe that's how that works. Open world raid boss. Yeah. Come on. All right, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Currently farming Ring of Scale missions. Gonna farm the Howling Stones, get some Type 5s. So if you, what level are you again? I'm sorry. I think you said 113. Have you done the Burning Lands? Well, I guess not Burning Lands, but the Gnome Memorial Mountain. Have you done that? I don't think there's any Type 5s from Gnome Memorial Mountain, but you can definitely get some gear upgrades from there at Ring of Scale level. Let's see here. I better go to bed if I wake up before my wife gets home. Have a good one, man. Been watching. Okay, nice. Thanks, Kale. You stay safe. Thanks for the input today. That was I like talking with people, so it's definitely nice to chat. Oh, looks like we got to do some rebuffs here. Just a second. Just noticed I lost like everything. All right, so there are Type 5s in Gnome Memorial Mountain. Perfect. Awesome. I didn't think there was. For some reason, I don't know why. I've skipped over that content for the last 2 or 3 character runs, maybe more. All right, man. See ya. There we go. All right, let's get some buffs real quick. I have no idea why that's not cash loot. All right, let's see here. Aura. All right, you need aura. You need aura. Yes, probably need mana skin. Let's see here. You need everything, so that's burnout. Burnout. And we're back to you. So you got your aura. Let's do Divine Might. I gotta give that mission a go. It's on my list, but I realized tier 2 zones randomly drop Type 5s. Is it the missions that drop? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, so yeah, there are Type 5s there, right? I forgot about that randomly. The mission chest is what should drop the Augs, if I understand correctly, because and they should be slightly better than the Ring of Scale ones, because No Memorial Mountains is the Burning Lands level content, so should be slightly better. I don't know how much better, but slightly. All right, let's get Brells going. Let's get regen again. I'm sorry, trying to think of all the buffs I need here. Aura. Oh, and I found this yesterday. I guess I never cast this at all on any of my leveling up mages. Transcends Phantasmal Protection, right? Increases mana regen. I never noticed this spell in all the other characters that I've leveled up. It eventually becomes a part of the Unity Cliggy, so it's not that big a deal, but yeah, pretty interesting there. Looks like that is good. Let's see here. We need clarity. I guess that's what we lost. Clarity. And we're gonna need haste. And we're still like, wow, still 6 hours on that. Does it not wear off? This is 9 hours. Never mind. I guess it's gone down. And what was that other one? I need haste for him, but I think I need to set the new haste spell. Let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, there's Wondrous. Wondrous Rapidity. Right, and haste, please. Did I spelled it wrong. Screw me. Let's see here. What did I do? W-O-O. I put a U in there when it's not supposed to be. Perfect. All right. You're good to go. All right. See you, Garrett. Or no, never mind. I thought you said see you. I'm blind. There you go. Oh, level 105. Oh, nice. Level 105 Augs in the chest. Nice. All right, let's go. Should be able to grab this one. Oh, you know what I forgot? Damage shield. See if I can get that out real quick. Come on. There we go. Perfect. I give her 2 seconds to remember her correct spell. And we're good to go. Seems to have been working much better. This is a nice, calmer, cool spot to level. Definitely a little less experience than the other zone, but not much you can do there. Not much you can do there. You know, try not to go to the same zone twice is really the thing I'm doing here. I think there's one right here. There we go. Come on, get back on me. There we go. That Divine Stun is so good for aggro. It's nice. Nice little addition there. Can't wait till it does Yelp. That'll be nice to have. I guess we could put Yelp in the slot 9. I don't know if it'll be worth it or not. Come on. Let's raise that one in aggro. That's awesome, Garrett. I'm glad you're having fun. Glad you're having fun. That's the whole reason I created a channel, so people could start playing this game again and find it and learn about it, because it was so hard. It was so difficult for me to get reacquainted with the game after so long. I don't know how many characters I've made. just trying to figure it out. And I learn something every time I make a new character set, I learn something new. Like, I cannot say that I do not learn something every time. There's just so much to learn. Come on, there we go. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. There we go. All right. 2? All right, we can do 2. Can't mez them. That's the only unfortunate part, but we should be able to just hold aggro on them long enough. Which one did I pull? All right, switch the crawler because it's a little faster. Still holding aggro there. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing that we still have aggro on that thing. Even though we're not hitting it. Oh, we lost aggro on the one we are hitting. Wow. To the enchanter, of course. Oh, you know what I can do? Horrifying Visage. I haven't been casting that. I have not been casting that on him for some reason. Valdrix, I haven't played since 2002 and just got back because of your channel. Nice. Well, I'm glad that helped you. I love hearing that kind of stuff, right? Like that's just like the whole point of everything, right? Helping people and figuring out, you know, the path forward to getting everybody playing. I would love to see a nice huge resurgence of players on this next TLP coming back and playing the game, because it is going to be crazy. I'm gonna make a character at least. We'll have a character, at least one. But you know how I am. It does not start. It doesn't stay with one. As long as if it's not True Box, I will be definitely, probably adding more characters over time. But I'm gonna probably do one character at first. I have no idea what, but definitely gonna have at least one character to start, because a lot of friends I know from TLPs are gonna be playing, and that'll be a blast. It's gonna be May. May, probably late May. I don't have a real date. Let me see here. Everquest. Come on. Everquest.com. So if we go like pull up the announcement for it, right? Discussion. It's so like the second server is in August and this one is in May. Now they usually launch them like the last week of May. So if we look at calendar, right? It'll probably be on it'll probably be on the calendar after this next patch. It's usually like somewhere around here, right? So Fangbreaker unlocks that, so it's probably going to be around somewhere this last week of May. That is my guess. So if everything goes well, I think that's what it will be. And I fully expect a queue on this server day one. Like I truly expect there's going to be a login queue just like TCAD. It's going to be crazy. All right, I'll see you, Painted Dragon. You stay safe. I'll talk to you later, man. Come on. There we go. How much is that damage shield doing? 27 points. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Bring that over there. All right, what are we at? We are at 86%. And just as a reminder, when we hit 70 on all of them, we are going to, I'm going to take an intermission because I got to restart OBS. And then I'm going to do some streaming of Hytale. It's a new early access game that came out like 2 days ago. It's Minecraft-like. I'm going to do it as like a new stream instance because I kind of want the Everquest one split from the Hytale one. But I will be doing that, you know, after we get 60 on everybody. After like a 5-minute break, like I'm gonna literally take the stream completely offline to restart OBS, and then well, I'll come back live after that. If you're interested in that, if you're not, it is what it is. I know a lot of people only care about EverQuest, but you know, I'm personally trying to expand into more games, and I played Hytale for about 2 hours yesterday, and I got some good feelings about it, right? Like almost like the first time I played Minecraft, right? Like the game is very similar to Minecraft, but it's more action. It's more of an action-based RPG, I would say, than that. It does have like the voxel building and all that stuff, and the voxel art style, but I think it's got such a different voxel art style than Minecraft. It's a little bit, it's more a little bit different, and it's not like the vintage. It's different from the vintage story voxel art craft too. So it's definitely a different. So we're gonna try it. I've played it for a little bit. I'm gonna make a new character and kind of go through it all and see how much fun I can have. I bought it for my son. He loves it. Like I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be a pretty popular game, honestly. From what I understand, it already has like 2 million people playing, and it broke the stream records, I guess, for a game. It's like 400,000 people are watching it, or something like that. So definitely, it's definitely gonna be cool. So I'm gonna play that after we get 60 on all these guys for a little bit, and then on Monday we should come back with another stream where maybe Monday's a holiday. I don't know. I can't remember. But we're gonna come back and should have all the level 60 videos done by then, and all the 130 videos I hope to get done this weekend. The 130 videos are going to be coming out next week if I get them done, and then the 60 videos will follow that, but we'll do the leveling and stuff for 60 to 61 probably next week, and we'll get whatever random zone we go to, and it's gonna be fun. It's speeding up, right? Like as we get more damage and as we get more stuff, leveling is gonna get easier and faster. I think the hardest part of the game is like literally like 1 to 10. That's when it takes the longest, because you have, you know, like a 0.1 ratio weapon and stuff like that. As we level up, we're gonna get you know, better and better stuff. They just speed it up. Plus, as the wizard and the mages to get more high level nukes, the mobs are just gonna die faster and faster. I'm casting almost lower level damage stuff right now, and they're still dying pretty quick, right? So the hardest part is holding aggro. So definitely interesting there. All right, roll that, and what do we got here? Not yet. 50%. Oh, we're almost there. All right, where? I don't know. Truthfully told, I'm already kind of done with this zone. I need faster. I need faster spawns, or less hills. I don't know why. I don't like pulling over hills. Just I like flat open spaces that are easier to see everything. Yeah, like weapon ratio, right? Let's take a look at that while we fight this mob here. So I have this weapon here. It's a 0.6 ratio, right? And if I'm not mistaken, let me check the math before I actually say this here, so I make sure I'm saying it right and I don't do it wrong. So yeah. All right, so the ratio is the damage divided by the delay, right? So 15 divided by 25 gives you 0.6. Now, as you get the ratio, the higher the ratio, the better the weapon's melee damage is. So as I get, say this was a 25 delay, 25 damage weapon, right? It's gonna have a 1.0 ratio because 25 goes into 25 once, right? So the ratio is is how much, you know, like the rate, like the delay to weapon ratio damage. So the higher the ratio, the better, right? Like if we look at my warrior's weapon, where is it? Where is his weapon? There it is. There we go. So it is a 33 ratio weapon, right? So 33, it's 187 damage with a 35 delay. So the more damage you get with a higher on the ratio, oh god, the higher ratio, the better. So that's what you're kind of looking for when you're looking for weapons and stuff like that. Now, ratio doesn't matter for casters, I would say, because it's just doesn't matter, right? Like they're not doing enough melee damage for it to really matter. They're getting procs, so faster weapon is gonna work better for them. But knights, shadow knights, and paladins, they have slightly better ratios, right? Like I think I have the heroic shadow knight sword. I think I do. Like here's a two-hander. I can, there we go. So it's like a 40 ratio two-hander. Here is the paladin, you know, paladin weapon for level heroic 100, right? It's a 5.23 ratio. It's going to be a little bit better than like a normal one-handed ratio. I just don't have one on me to show it, but the better your ratio, the more melee damage you're going to do. But that doesn't account for all the other stats and stuff on the weapon, so there could be, you know, a better ratio, but less stats, and that comes into play into like this, right? So I have this razor, you know, razor weapon here, but they have the same ratio, so they're going to do the same melee damage. But if I do a thing, right, you can see that I would lose so much stats. So just depends. And depending on what the stat is, you don't want to lose it, right? Like you wouldn't want to give up heroic dexterity for heroic wisdom or something like that, depending on the weapon. All right, we hit level 60 with our good friend the mage here, so that's nice. We're almost there. So the typically, like, after a certain point, let's say that point is Ring of Scale. No, let's skip Ring of Scale. Let's go Torment of Velius and beyond, right? So 110 content and beyond. Every level 60. Nice. Every group set of gear from 110 plus, from Torment of Velius on, is there's a tier 1, a tier 2, and then a crafted, which I call tier 3, of all the stuff, right? So that goes from every single level. And oh, thank you very much, Cougar X, for the $5 donation. I've been wanting to get into Everquest, but I'm a noob. Are there walkthroughs and guides from level 1 to max level, along with spells and what they do? I make a lot of videos. You'd have to look at my channel for the class you're looking for and see if I have videos for that. I usually make the videos from level 50 and up, but I do have, like the streaming I'm doing here, I do have series where I start at level 1 and I show everything I do from level 1 all the way to, you know, whatever level I got to. And you can, you know, see everything there. If you take a look, this I think is a YouTube chat. If you look in my channel, you should be able to find anything you're looking for. And if there's something missing, like that's something I want to know. So if you hit me up on Discord and tell me, you know, hey, I play a such and such, how does this work? Like, that's something I would make a video about, right? Like, if you just let me know, because I try to make content for every single class. And if it's missing, if there's something missing or something confusing, just let me know, and I will go out of my way to make sure that we get a video for that out there. Yeah, I totally forgot what I was talking about before. Totally forgot. But we're level 60 now, so that's nice. So we are gonna go until we get everybody level 60, and then we're gonna take a 5-minute break, and then come back and play Hightail. Oh yeah, I was talking about so from Torment of Veloson, there's, you know, 3 tiers of every group set, right? And then there's, I think, 3 tiers of every raid set. Same thing. You know, the first tier drops from the tier 1 zone. So like the first 2 zones you get into in an expansion, they're gonna have tradable you know, gear at that level. And then there's gonna be a tier 2, which drops from the missions, the chests, the named in tier 2 zones. And then there's going to be like a droppable item, like a lining or an ore. I don't think I do have some on me. Like these linings and stuff, they drop from the named in tier 1 and tier 2 zones, and they drop from chest. Those are used to make the crafted version of the gear. The crafted version of the gear is usually the best in every expansion past Torment of Velius. The Ring of Scale is an exception to that rule, but that one's before Torment of Velius. Whereas the crafted gear is not as good as the tier 2 dropped gear. Air pets do not do more damage than water pets, as far as I know. I use the air pet for the stun, and the ability for it to off tank slightly when I have taunt on. And so those different gear sets are kind of like how you'd want to make sure you level up and all those different things. I can't really remember why I was going down that tangent, but that's how it works. And that's the same all the way from Torment of Velius to the current expansion. You either get an ore or a lining, though. That is the only difference between those. Yeah, and Coog, if you have any questions, just hit me on Discord, and I'll try to help you get in the right direction. And that goes for anybody, honestly. Just join my Discord and throw a question in the Everquest chat. Are you playing solo? No, I'm multi-boxing 6 characters. There we go. Alright, there's one over here. So we have 60 on everybody but Ketka and Voxel. Perfect. Are you blind? I'm totally not sure what you mean. Hey, Storm Energy 75, how you doing? My characters are all right there. I mean, they're literally all on little dog horses or dog lizards or whatever the hell those are. I don't have to move any of them, which is which is great. All right. Ooh. Keep going up here. Gonna get the spider. Perfect. Run. Run. Here, I didn't see them because you have them off this side. Yeah, my my other group has the what you call it, has more melee characters, right? It's a monk, a bard, and a berserker, right? So it takes more work to play. This one is wizard and 2 mages with the healer and chanter. So definitely a more chill chill group, if you will. I have like 0 effort I have to do on them, which makes it a lot easier to like play, in all honesty. Let's see here. Storm Energy on Twitch. I just got him back into Everquest after being gone for a few years. Normally I play on Zagani. Got talked into playing Teak, so I have a bar there. Nice. Nice. Teak is a fun server, for sure. Yeah, there's a guy, Fossil. He's doing 20 million DPS with his group. He's I think Shadow Knight, Bard. I think he said Shaman, maybe a Druid, Enchanter, Wizard, and a Mage, I believe. That's insane. Yeah, like wizards are crazy. I was debating doing 2 wizards or one, but I decided to go with 2 mages so I could do more call heroes, and I want to do a video with 3 mages at 1:30, and so I should be able to get 3 mages at 1:30, and then I'll probably level up another wizard in another group for the 3rd wizard to do 3 wizards at 1:30 when I get to the next group, which is probably going to be a Shadow Knight. A Shadow Knight or a Warrior, I don't know. No, get over here. Alright. But it's definitely a way more chill experience. Not having to move the bar, not having to literally do anything except for push a button. Like I can play longer, right? Usually I get tired from like alt tabbing and moving every character after about an hour or so. But this, just pop them down, pop a campfire, just relax and have a good time. It's different for sure, not used to not having a merc at the moment. Been having problems finding other bards to ask how to do things, as I've never played one really. I have a ton of videos on my channel on YouTube if you're looking to learn some bard stuff. It's focused on live, but I can't remember what expansion Teak's at, so like it should, for the most part, at the level translate into the same as a TLP, right? There might be like 1 or 2 spells that I have that you don't have, because they come from a later expansion. But in that case, you can just drop it and replace it with whatever you want. But I should have bard videos from at least probably multiple bard videos from 50 to 125. I don't think I have the 130 bard video out. What? I'm not sure why you got why Nightbot did anything for that. Oh, it deleted a message. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. yeah, those are topics that can be talked about on my streams as a part of the Everquest creator program. Yeah. Yeah, I have videos on all my stuff, so you should I have no idea why I said that, but I can't talk about that stuff. There we go. I can only talk about live and TLPs. Go. Excellent. No, it's cool. It's cool. Teak is at Depths of Dark Hollow. Okay, yeah. So if you watch my 65 Bard video, it should give you everything you need to know about what to do for a Bard. You know, obviously you can change it however you want for, you know, the situation you're in. I think most of my groups with a Bard are melee focused, so I don't do a lot of the songs that are caster focused. That would be the only thing you'd probably want to change. You don't have to worry about spamming insults or anything. I don't even know if you have an insult at 65. I can't remember, but I do the chance because I like the dot damage, but I don't know if the AAs are there for that extra damage from the chance. Oh great, you just hit 66. Yeah, so just on my YouTube channel there should be a video for 65, 70, 75, all the way to 125. And then later next week, I think it's towards Friday, I should have the 130 Bard video out. In theory. I need to record it. I'm going to record it this weekend. So those will be out. And then I've kind of done multiple Bards, so I have multiple videos. The newest video would be the one that would be the more up-to-date one. The older one would be different. Yeah, thanks for the follow, Storm. Yeah, if you have any questions, you feel free to pop on my Discord, and you can ask questions there. If I don't answer, there's so many smart people in my Discord. They answer questions, and you know they all play you know, all the different classes also. So it's you know, there's always going to be someone that can answer it if I don't answer it before they do on my Discord and stuff like that. And you can ask in there's like an Everquest chat room, and there's a TLP chat room and stuff like that. You can ask in either of those and stuff like that. See, I started twisting my songs manually. Yeah. So like right now you can do /melody, right? Next patch you'll be able to do /q melody and get even better results. And out of that, I think Painted Dragon, I think he logged off, but he was doing he plays on test, and he was saying that Q melody is definitely improved his play style. So you'll be able to get access to that in the next patch, which will be hey Oakland, how you doing, man? Which will be fantastic. All right, so we're almost. I'm gonna go just a little bit further. I don't want to level 61, but we're gonna go a little bit longer here before I take my break, and then I come back on Hightail. So let's see here. Let's get a few more mobs. You don't use Q melody right now. It won't work. It's like this. It's like it doesn't work as well right now as it will next patch. Just do /melody, and you'll be fine. And that'll just play whatever song order you say. So if you do Q melody like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it'll go, you know, play this one, play that one, play this one, play that one, and then repeat over and over again. Q Melody will do the same thing, but when, like, say, haste is about to wear off, it will jump to the priority of redoing haste instead of redoing a chant, depending on the order of your melody. So if you do, like, say, Q Melody, haste, aria, what's some other spell, right? It will redo haste before it redoes aria, and then redo aria before it redoes whatever the last one was. Yeah, just let me know what you missed. Oh, geez, 44-second. What the fuck is Twitch doing? All right, well, I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that Twitch did ads that long. All right, there's like no mobs. We are like, there we go. We are like becoming superior at this camp now. And they're yellow. I'm doing great, Oakland. We just hit 60 on all my characters for now. So we got this weekend we got some work to do. We gotta make all the level 60 videos. I gotta finish the 130 videos. It is gonna be a packed, busy weekend. I'll tell you that. And I am going to play some Hightail here in shortly, as soon as I get a little bit more experience. And then we're gonna come back Monday, unless it's a holiday, I can't remember. But you can always check Discord for up-to-date stream information. And I say that because, like, my kids are home, and they're like, I don't. When my kids are home, I don't do anything. It's just how that works out for me. Nice, you're getting close to 70. Damn, dude, you've been doing everything. You're doing like achievement after achievement. It's crazy. Definitely. I can't remember how many names you killed during that last hunter raid. It's pretty crazy. All right, and can we? There we go. All right, Storm. As I was saying, so melody is, you know, you do melodies and then 1 space 2 space 3, and it's just gonna do those over and over again. Q melody will do. It'll refresh the buffs depending on the thing. Would I recommend FV for someone who mostly plays solo boxing? I mean, depends. Like, I have characters on FV and I do play on FV, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I would say even in solo boxing, you're probably gonna want to join a guild and, you know, play with people in certain cases where, you know, you might want to be able to do that. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I would, like, if you like FV and you like free trade, play there. I mean, like, I have tons of characters there. Like, most of my characters are on FV, and that's where all my characters end up. Like, when I finish characters on TLPs, I send them all to FV. So all my characters end up there eventually. If I get bored of these guys, they'll end up there, and I'll make new ones. Like, that's just how I do it. But you know, it just depends on depends on what you want to do. I highly recommend a guild, even if you're boxing 6 people. Let's see here. I'm still locked at 65 until until the IC is finished and Hero's Journey is caught up, but getting close. Nice. Nice. I think I did that one. The break in communication, I think, is what it is, or it's like a book, right? I can't remember. It's like a book. You got to get pages from all the different Gates of Discord raids, I think it was. Nice. Yeah, Storm, if you have any questions, just feel free to ask on the Discord, and we'll help you out as much as possible. I think there's a Bard Discord also. I just don't know the link to it. That has, you know, people playing a Bard, but I don't know how those will go. Okay, so it's an AUG. Maybe I did a different one. All right. Let's see here. TP 8199. Yo, first time watching stream, but I'm startup again. I'm in your FV guild. Oh, nice. You're in the FV guild. I've seen a few people log on here and there in the FV guild, but I haven't been on FV in a while, so it's nice to meet you. There's a few of you in there. All right, how close are we? I want at least 50%, so we're going just a little bit longer. There we go. Excellent. See here, going to keep you tabbed up, boss, while I look at this stuff. No problem. Yeah, you do you. I mean, I'm just here to help. That's all. Once you figure out what you need, you know, you're good to go. There we go. Let's get this one. Run. All right. So we're going to kill this one, I think, and then I was going to go 50%, but I decided we're just going to, I'm going to take a break because I need to restart OBS, and it is driving me insane. It's got this white flicker now on the old chat window, and it's just driving me insane. Let's see here. I've only ever seen 85 max. Nice. Yeah, I just lurked on the game for a bit, never really knew what I was doing, but I want to see the end game. Yeah, definitely. There's a few raid guilds on FV. Emerald Dragon Alliance, I think Undercurrent, and something else. Definitely some guilds there to see the true end game and stuff like that. I don't know what time they raid or anything, but there's a few of them. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 5-minute break, restart OBS, get all that refixed, and then we're going to play some Hightail if you want to watch that. I know a lot of people are here just for Everquest, so that's why it's going to be a new stream instance, if you will. We're going to play a little Hightail for a little bit and try that out. I had a lot of fun playing it yesterday, so definitely. Hopefully it's just as fun today. But there we are. That's Plane of Valor. The better part of Plane of Valor. You can come straight over here to this corner and just sit here and mindlessly kill for 2.5 to a 1.9% experience per kill from 58 to 60. But thank you guys very much for watching. If you're interested in the Hightail stream, it'll be about 5 minutes from now. So thank you very much. Have a fantastic day.